What's up, everybody? It's me, Disbearity here, and I'm back in with another online battle of Total War Warhammer 3. Here, I'm playing as Nurgle versus the Ogre Kingdom, or Skrag the Slaughter. Now, my units that I have in this army contains 2 Exalted Plague Barriers of Nurgle, 1 Plague Barriers of Nurgle, 1, and also the Great Unclean one here. And so this is just a starting army. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward just a little bit before we can get more into the action here. So, as you guys know, I usually like to go for a blob tactic playing as Nurgle because Skrag plays best when he's surrounded by a good amount of his friendly units. And so, in the rear here, I spawned a unit of Cultists of Nurgle as well. So he's going to be in the back and the rear in case I need him in the fight. So this guy here decides to surround my army here. He was going to go for each of the capture points, but of course he got a minute on them left, so he goes into the combat. And so as you see, I'm preparing, I'm getting everybody together. It's like, it's time. And again, Skrag plays best when you're enclosed. So he's casting this, I cast a spell on him, which is Contagion. And he also casts a spell for extra ingredients, which is Power Recharge for his spells on Skrag. So right now the battle is going pretty wild. And his units are already taking a pretty good substantial damage here, as you see. And so the Plaguefather himself, dead on center, while he has a unit of Ogre Bulls and also Crushers Iron Fist up against them. Now in the back here, as you see, he looks like he starts to get his Stonehorn to attack my Skrag here, or at least heading towards him. But also I had cursed the what you call it here, the Stonehorn with Curse of Slug, which gives minus 45% speed and minus 40 charge defense. And also, he's already poisoned as well. So, the whole point of Nurgle's army is just to wither your opponent down and wear them down to the point where they can't just do anything against you. So as you guys see here, the blobbing, it's continuous. And also spawned in a unit of Plague Bearers, of course, through Skrag to help out in the rear. So a couple of my units have already been destroyed, and I was kind of getting a little bit nervous. I was like, okay, he's finally surrounded me. Skrag, he broke my lines here. I said, it's time for me to bring back some my group here, my Nurglings here. So my Nurglings, I had spawned in 2 groups of Nurglings. One group's going to capture, and the other group's going to come and protect Skrag here. And so these Nurglings are also they're normal Nurglings, mind you. So they're not upgraded through chevrons. So casted another spell here. So let's look at the Withering. The Withering is just insane. So up on the hill, so as you guys know, my usual battle tactic or strategy is usually to hold the center and then capture 1 point. And so God gave me the ability to capture point 1, and it's like, okay, now I just got to fight for point 2, and I had to put more units on the point because I didn't realize, I was like, okay, I have less units on the point, so I need to go back and hit them up and get them on there. So I spawned in a couple units of Spawnum Nurgle, also Nurglings, of course, with 2 silver chevrons on them, of course. And also, I should see the formation is broken here. So in the rear as well, have another group of Nurglings on the way. So Nurglings are like the core backbone of your army of Nurgle, of course. So this Stonehorn is that's the one that's just in here. This is annoying. I'm like, Stonehorn, you need to get off my boy Skrag. I mean, Skrag is doing his work though, using his poisonous magic to his will, but I'm like, you are insane. So he comes with a unit of Gorgers here as well, so he's trying to take out Skrag as quickly as possible. He's sending everybody to Skrag's position. So my Great Unclean one here, as you see, I'm trying to get him to hold up against his cav units, which is going pretty well. His Crushers are actually about to go down pretty soon. Their health is really weak. But also, now Skrag here, he's getting weaker as well, but I'm casting defensive spells on Skrag to protect him a little bit more and also increasing leadership around him. But now I got my group of Nurglings here, so as long as I know that I made sure that this is okay, held off okay, I decided eventually I will pull off these Nurglings to come help out. And then as you see here, eventually, I start to capture the rear as well, eventually. So the Stonehorn is exhausted, which is what I want. So everyone's doing their job. They're doing their job very well right now. So I was like, okay, now it's time to get my Unclean one here to go ahead and attack the Stonehorn. So he's bringing up more units from the rear. He's bringing up a unit of Powder Guts Man-Eaters. These are the Regiments of Renown. Yeah, just look at that. Look at cool guy, cool. Regeneration spell hitting, casted and stuff. Oof. Stonehorn. He refocuses Stonehorn off my off Kugaf here. I was like, okay, that's kind of. I'm surprised you will do that, but he did it anyways. So now we're, as you see, we're already up by 1,460 points. He hasn't, and he's not focusing on capturing any points right now. So I think, you know, he's just playing this as a traditional land battle, which is okay because I love traditional land battles more than I love domination anyway. So, so now I'm like, okay, Kugaf is finally exposed. You know, he's by himself. Eventually, I was like, okay, you know, I'm about to somehow get, you know, regroup the army here and bring everybody together because at the moment here, Kugaf is by himself. It's like, as you see in the rear, I bring up some plague drones. I love these guys because they sound perfect like helicopters, man. They sound great. So I usually like to bring them up because, you know, they're my flyers and they also do poison attack / armor piercing, so they become really nice. So I got my Exalted Plague Bearers back and I regrouped them in front of Kugaf here to at least give him some form of protection. And I have all my Nurglings attacking the Stonehorn here. They're of course not really doing too much of any damage, but hey, you know, you have them just in case, right? That's what you need them for, just in case. So Skrag the Slaughter, as you see here, he is dead. But it looks like his my Nurglings are in his fishbowl having a good old jolly time, you know. So I got my Cultist and Nurgle here going on in. I've boosted him up, gave him his Foe Seeker, sent him on into combat to go help protect Kugaf here. Ooh, those swipes, those blades, dangerous, very, very dangerous. So yeah, we're literally, we have the advantage here. I definitely have the advantage here. I feel like he focused way too much on the center and probably should have captured the sides and won that way. But again, Kugaf has some major range. So I see here Nurglings here. I captured this in this third point here, and I start to send them towards this group of Ogre Bulls. So now with the center secured, the left side secured, it's time to regroup my efforts and get ready to pounce on the remaining force. So I think he's out of reinforcements as of right now. This is the thing that I have to learn too, that you can't just sit back and keep spamming units. I had miscasted this, you see here, misaimed. I was like, damn, dude, I really messed up here. These guys look really well in their suits, I'm not gonna lie. But you see there, my plague drones are doing their damage, weakened by 50%, everything down the board. Good old-fashioned poison, y'all. Poison's the best. So as you see in the rear here, I still got my Cultist and Nurgle chasing down some Man-Eaters here. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Because at this point in time, like, again, he doesn't have the army to withstand because he, I guess, like I said, he used too much reinforcements while my reinforcement score is at 2,700 at this point. So he sets the unit of Borgers here. They're currently at 10 units in half HP. The Stonehorn really annoyed the hell out of me though, because he was in the match for quite some time. Exhausted and still doing damage. I'm like, bro, are you serious right now? So I usually bring in the Plaguefather and Nurgle because I use them as my own personal cavalry. You know, they're not good. Oh, they're okay. They're decent. They're decent. They're not the best, but they do their job well.
One of your units has been destroyed.
So the only unit that he has on the battlefield at this point in time is just the Stoneherd. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward this a little bit. Well, I would say Stoneherd and also Powder Guts. But these Powder Guts are really holding up, really doing their work, especially when the forces or the tides of power is against them. But yeah, so this is it. And he finally casted Skrag the Slaughter, so that's what he'll save up for actually. Skrag the Slaughter, he's probably about what, 3,000? I'm not for sure. I have to look him up. But if you guys enjoyed this online battle of me playing as Nurgle, please remember to like and subscribe. Also, you can hit the notification bell down below to get notified when the next video is coming out. And last but not least, if you want to, definitely consider subscribing to my Patreon. We can subscribe to as low as $2 a month. But once again, thank you for watching. Peace out. Much love, everybody. Have a good one, y'all. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.